Hey guys, thanks for having me. My name is Victor Michael from the Raw Football Talk podcast. So, real quickly, just want to give a shout out to the Hit the Post podcast for having me today. So, we're just going to be, discussing Man United real quickly and the stance, the whole Jadon Sancho, the transfer that isn't happening, and also being linked with the likes of Alex Telles, and now even with Nicolas Tagliafico as a second option in the left back spot. You know what? I think it's clear to see that the hierarchy aren't willing to get pushed over by Borussia Dortmund. In the past, Borussia Dortmund have sold their players like Ousmane Dembele for like 100 million, and at this point, they only want 120 million for Jadon Sancho. And that's the only way to make this transfer happen. And I read reports that United have lost a lot of money over this whole COVID pandemic, and because they've lost money, they don't want to, overspend again. Although, a player like Sancho is, if he's available, we have to get him now, because next year a lot of clubs will be fighting over him. So this is our chance basically to show our ambition and get a player of high quality like Sancho. And then obviously he will make our attack and our team stronger if we get him. But I also want to talk about the backline as well. After the first game, a lot of questions were asked about the whole Harry Maguire and Lindelof combination. And to me, I think, a center back, I would have liked Dayot Upamecano to come this transfer window, but obviously he signed a new contract, so he won't be coming in. So maybe when he's available next year, we can bring him in. But for now, I think Eric Bailly, we bought him, back in, was it 2014 or 2014 to 2013, and he's just been injured a lot. We know he can do the job, but it's just he's always been injured every season, and hasn't been able to complete a full season yet, I believe. And so maybe just try to work out this a partnership between Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire, because Lindelof hasn't been cutting it, to be honest. And so we definitely need to address that issue. And also, if we can bring in Alex Telles, which gives us a lot of dynamic creativity in that left back position going forward, that'll be great as well. And my outlook for the season just basically depends on these transfers. Last year we saw how much Bruno Fernandes, how much of an impact he had on the team, and it's clear to say, it's safe to say that we wouldn't have gotten top four, third place at the end, if it wasn't for Bruno's contribution. So I hope we can bring in at least one more player. I know Sancho is going to be something that's probably go down to the wire. Fabrizio Romano has said that we got to pay 120 million or else Borussia Dortmund won't budge. So we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully we bring in Telles, and then maybe work something out in January. But I guess since since we don't have money, or we've lost a lot of money due to COVID, we got to sell some players. And so the likes of Pereira, Phil Jones, Jesse Lingard, maybe offload them in order to raise the funds so we can get some new players in. But like I said, my outlook for the season, obviously we have to fight for top four. We don't have the capability, the players that we need, the squad that we need to fight for the title. I think it's still going to go down between Liverpool and Man City. Maybe Chelsea can make some noise. They've signed a lot of players, but for us, we have to go for top four. And just like I said, get the players in. Bring in Alex Telles this window. We have until October 6th to do it. This whole Sancho situation, we'll see what happens with that. But and also the midfield, I hope Ole can figure out what his best midfield is, because talking about the signings that we have already got, is Donny van de Beek, and past two games he's looked lively. Of course, he's going to need more time to settle in, but he came in that Crystal Palace game and kind of changed the game before the penalty happened, and so or before we ended up losing the game, obviously. But I hope Ole can figure out the situation in the midfield and work out a perfect combination. If Donny van de Beek is to start number 10, we can't have Bruno as an 8 and Pogba as a defensive mid, because Pogba is not a natural defensive midfielder. And so I hope he works out that situation and hopefully bring in maybe McTominay or Matic to solidify that spot. And so, my outlook depends on this transfer window. But as always, GGMU, Glory Glory, Man United, and hopefully we get some business done.